Hi guys, thank you for coming for today's episode. Today we have a special guest from Italy, especially Rome, Michele Falanga, aka Mike. He has been in the fitness industry for a long time, for 24 years, and he's an expert in fascia tissue. In 2006, he opened a studio in Rome, where he's actually helping people with personal development. He's also training a team of other health professionals that cooperate and work together. His focus is always on putting individual first. He's operating both in Italy and overseas and cooperating with lots of sports events. He is also a representative of the Weck Method in Italy, and he's also practicing yoga, meditation, and breathing. His mission is to help people to find a better balance in life. Mike, welcome with us and thank you for your time. What do you think straight away of, because there are lots of rumors, everyone is talking about COVID-19 now. I reckon that's exactly what we shouldn't talk about it right now. And let's talk about mindset and let's talk about solutions that can actually help people in this moment in time. So what do you think right now, instead of just exercising, or physical exercising, what do you think right now people need the most?
Okay, I think this is a difficult moment, but it's an opportunity for us all to find ourselves and find new solutions to live well and explore our potential. I think now it's the best time we've ever had in this century to learn new skills, to learn something about ourselves that we didn't have time for before. So instead of being in a mindset of terror and awareness, we don't need adrenaline now. I don't know if I
you can use adrenaline, but in the right way, in the right direction, not to get panic.
Yes. So what I suggest to people now, to my clients, to my friends, is to explore new methods, explore new ways of getting inside of them, because people now are afraid. Just their brain is on the TV all day. I think they need to stop this. They need to stop this cycle. It's called vicious cycle. Am I saying right?
Yeah, it's a vicious kind of cycle for too much information.
Yep. So people are asking me every day what I can do. I'm so frightful. I need to do something. I'm teaching people in this moment not to exercise, because people exercise for all the year. They know how to do a squat. They know how to do a push-up. They don't need this now. They need to breathe, to create a flexible routine. And I like to say, in 7 days, 9 days, everything you do for this time will become a routine. But if you do it for a long time, a month, it's about 21, 30 days, will become a habit, a lifestyle. So
that's the key, habits. That's an important key word, habits.
Yes, totally agree with you. You can change your mindset in a very easy way. You don't have to do heavy things, heavy thinking, or it's not so difficult as everyone thinks. It's about doing little things day by day, and suddenly one day you will wake up and you feel there's something changing in you. So my best suggestion is to, first of all, to breathe, to learn to breathe, because people forgot how to breathe normally. And then when they they breathe again in a very simple way. They can try to do some techniques that can help them to be very calm, to clear all this fog that is for all the years is in front of us and don't permit us to see things clearly. If you want to be able to see things crystal clear, you can start. I think the best suggestion in this moment is you start to breathe again, because we need to breathe. We need to reconnect to ourselves. If we reconnect to ourselves and we start these things, we will create a mindset that is in connection with us. And if you are in connection with us, inner self, with our inner self, we can connect to other people and to Mother Earth, to nature. I think it's one of the things we need now.
Absolutely, because it's like if you wear glasses with the wrong lenses, so you can't see clearly. When you see clearly everything, like the solutions, you can see that the solutions are right there. Otherwise, it's like if you become kind of blind, you keep watching the same things and again, over and over again, and you cannot see the change. You cannot see the opportunity. So practically, sorry if I interrupt you, what would you suggest? What do you mean by breathing or breathing properly, or we need to breathe? Like, what a simple practical exercise that everyone can do it right now.
Okay. First things I usually say to people is, when you wake up, you're laying in your bed. While you're waking up, but just start to breathe. If you don't know how, just start to breathe. Just start to feel your breathing, to concentrate just on the sound and on what happens to your body when you're in the bed. And you will find that while you breathe, you will feel in about 2 or 3 days that you start to feel your body again. You start to feel something that is flowing through your body, and it's some kind of, and I don't know, it's not important if it's energy or something like that. You just have to breathe. Start to breathe, and when you start to be familiar with this, there's a lot of exercises, and I think everyone has to has to follow some more is instinct or instinct. But anyway, first of all, breathe. Just try to breathe.
It's about to understand our body and listen more to our body. What is actually our body telling us? That is, for example, one of the techniques that I suggest and use is called the 7-11, for example. The 7-11 is calling like counting 7, breathing in, and then exhale 11. And of course, it's not just breathing, it's learning how to use properly the diaphragm. Because when you focus and concentrate on your diaphragm, even for example, after a workout or during the rest in a cardio workout, for example, in a circuit, or imagine an athlete that is actually, I don't know, shooting a long distance, I don't know, you got a goal there, and you're gonna be so precise that your heart is actually can move that much. It is enough to get off the goal. So learn how to control your heart rate by breathing properly. It can also come down much quicker. And when you puff up that exercise, and it can be even when you are under pressure, when you are in a situation that is not comfortable, it's still the same technique. Learning how to use the diaphragm, you're so focused on doing that your heart rate naturally go down much faster. So do you have any other quick suggestion that you use with your clients, with your students?
I have a couple of suggestions. I know the technique you're talking about, the 7-11, but if when you become skilled with this, I add 4 seconds uh, in between. So you breathe in 7 seconds, you keep your air for 4 seconds, and then you release it in 11. We, you, they can try to keep the breathing a little bit more. But I have a couple of suggestions more. There's the Wim Hof method I use in my routine. I don't know if you know this great man. And
It's all around the world. It's around Australia as well, and it's getting really popular.
Steve Cotter introduced me to Wim Hof to his breathing technique, and it's a great technique to learn to keep this I want to say it precisely. Your cells in your body can breathe. So with Wim Hof method, you learn your cells to breathe again, and you will feel a lot of your blood flow. You become aware of your blood flow, and you can keep so much oxygen in your body. You will feel a very good sensation, and you feel warm, you feel happy. That's the point. Sorry if I say this. That's the point. When you breathe, when you learn these techniques of breathing, you will feel happy. You won't feel more depressed. You feel light, and you feel so well that you can, that the day after you want to breathe again, you want to do the technique again, because you start to feel something is changing. So 7-Eleven, Wim Hof method, and there's a yoga technique I love so much. It's called Kapalbhati. If you can, it teaches you how to use your diaphragm. It's a rapid shot of your diaphragm and inside, and then you let your body release this tension. And if you do this technique, you will feel like a fire from inside, and it helps you use your diaphragm, and you expel toxins from your body. I don't know if you ever tried this technique. It's a very good one.
I never tried this particular one, but I will. But what I can say is, guys, what we're talking about now is called in this right moment in time, because we need that. We all need that. We need that too. Like, we are in a situation that more than ever we can practice these things. We maybe have more time. We have more time for read. We have more time to study. We have more time to go deeper in these things that we really can benefit from. Because like everything else we were talking about before, is you feel so good about it that you want to do it again. And that's the same feeling of whatever else you do in your lifestyle that makes you feel somehow better than before. So if you're getting that status that is connected, by the way, with your mindset, as a natural process, you want to do it again and do it again and do it again. As a consequence, guess what happened? You just improve your body, you improve your mind, you improve your mindset, you improve your happiness and your positivity. So whatever situation you find yourself in, you can get out much easier.
That's right, Alessandro. Sometimes it's not easy to get into the right mindset. Breathing make it easier, and I think this time is very good to learn these techniques, and when you're ready to make to watch your life and your past years, and you start to see that you're finally able to accept some things that we are not. We are losing the ability to accept failures. We are losing balance from ourselves, our other people in life, and you will find that will be a lot easier, because let me say, in the when we work, when we are in life, just before this quarantine and this big emergency, how many people have the time to sit and to just think about their life? Now it's the time. And if you want to do this, if you want to get into the right mindset, help yourself with breathing technique, help yourself with discover again what your body can do and what your mind can do, because we have a potential, and our finding our potential is not about pumping our ego. It's about discovering what we really are and what we can accept. We can accept failure. We can accept a lot of things we don't know.
Absolutely. I always say fail. It's an important step to succeed. Success is made of mistakes. More mistakes you can make, and faster you can learn from them, and faster you can get to success. So it's extremely important. And as you said, sooner we accept that, we are aware that it's okay to fail, and sooner we can grow. But I also love to do like practical example and stories to make people more understanding, because someone maybe is listening right now and he's already read some book, maybe he's a coach himself or herself, or maybe is a completely new whiteboard, which means is like a little bit maybe overwhelming for someone. So let me explain how breathing and mindset can actually change yourself instantly in a high pressure situation. And I love to talk about my stories, for example, and experiences. Here in Australia, we practice surfing. And surfing, I mean, not windsurfing, but surfing, just waves and the board. Guys, if you never tried before, if you surf 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 feet is starting to get a little bit more complicated. When you go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet, it's getting quite scary, because the power of the ocean is beautiful if you can handle it, and is extreme and dangerous in the other hand. So you need to get there as everything step by step. And as always, I like challenging, and every time you try something and you say, okay, I got this, and then you get more, and then you get more, and then you want more, and you want bigger waves. I remember one day I was surfing, it was kind of big day. It happened actually more than once, and suddenly it just came a big set. So if you don't know surfing, most of the time, it depends on the places, there are a set of waves that they come in like 3, 4, 5 at the same time, then they come down a little bit, and then they come again. So we were on the line to catching waves, surfing, and suddenly came a bigger set from nowhere. And when it's coming a big set, what you're gonna do, you don't really have a choice. The instinct is to paddle closer to the shore, but that's the worst thing you can do, because the wave is gonna crash on you, and then you're gonna roll underwater. So you're actually gonna paddle in against the wave and paddle fast. So I remember the first time that this massive wave was coming, I was paddling through the wave, and then you're gonna duck dive to go under the wave before it's crashing, and go under basically to avoid the power of the wave. And the first time that you do that, you naturally you're gonna act so fast, but you run out of breath. So we were talking about breathing before. And if you panic, as a consequence, you can handle your breath underwater for less time. If you are able to calm down in exactly the same situation, you just go underwater, you stay calm, and whenever is the right moment, you can come up on the surface again. That's what I did with the first day, with the first wave. On the second wave, as soon as I just paddled so fast and I duck dive and I made it, I said, I made it. And then there was a bigger one coming after that, and I could not make it. But instantly I had to change my mindset and calm myself down and breathe properly in that 2 or 3 seconds of time to get breath again. Because if I was already puff from the first wave and then you get panic to the second wave, you're not going to make it, I can bet. Like, imagine like a huge amount of water crashing on your head, on your board, and pushing to the bottom, and then you're rolling and rolling. You don't even understand which way is up and which way is down sometimes. So the only way in a stressful situation, and this it can be any kind of situation, even not related to sports, it can be this kind of situation because you are under pressure financially, or you are under pressure because you are at home inside with the family for 30 days, and it can be challenging. So every challenge we have in life, we always have two solutions. We cannot control what the external event is and what's happening around us, but we can control the way we react to it. So breathing properly, I think, is a great advice because it can give you the opportunity to make a clear decision of what's the best thing to do at that moment in time. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I totally agree with you, especially in the part that you cannot think you can control everything. We must stop to think we can control everything around us or the events. We can just control ourselves and the way we react to situations, and that is the key. That is very important because thinking that we can control everything around us gives us the sensation that we can control ourselves, but it's not true. It's false. We have to gain the ability to face the panic you're talking about, the fear. I don't like the statement "no fear" because fear is real. We have to.
You should embrace the fear.
Sorry?
You should embrace the fear, like get them on board, face it, because most of the time it's when there is a fear, it's positive. It's positive. There is one of my coaches from US actually, he's got a perfect example. Like pressure and fear, like pressure in terms of fear, it's extremely essential. Because think about it, for example, a basketball. Without pressure, it's not going to work properly. A wheel in your motorbike, on your car, without pressure, it's not going to work properly. We are exactly the same. If you can understand the concept and shift your mindset to understand that pressure is actually positive and fear it is positive, you know that behind that there is a great opportunity. So we should welcome fear and welcome pressure.
Yes, Alessandro, fear is an energy, and we have to choose. It's about accountability. We have to choose where we want to vehiculate this energy. So if you want to use it to do something else, or just we want to be afraid, get overwhelmed by fear, by panic. But fear is an energy as any other energy you can feel, any other emotion you can feel. And you have to face it, you have to embrace it. I love this word, embrace. Embrace the fear, embrace any other emotion you will feel. Don't refuse that kind of emotion, because every emotion comes from within you. So if it comes from you, it has a meaning. And you have to understand that meaning, and you don't have to avoid that meaning because you need it. Because your mind knows why this feeling is exploding.
Absolutely.
So I think it's very important. And I want to say another thing about we said before, you don't have to be afraid of failure. Failure means you have tried.
Exactly.
You have tried it, and that is an important thing. When you try, means that you learning something, and you try and you fail, you try and you fail, and this is the real success. Accepting the failure, and if you're in this mindset, you won't fear anything. You just growing, and you feel like you're a new person. I like to see suddenly because in my experience, this happens to me, but to everyone happens in a different way. So one day, it can happen that you wake up and you're different. So believe in yourself and don't face every emotion that comes from within you.
It's so important, and I can tell you other million stories, but there is one really simple. I'm really a big fan of living the life, our life, or my life, with no regrets. So try, and I experience fear many times, and I still do. But after a long time, you actually like it for the reason that we were talking about before. But one simple example, actually two simple examples. One, I always talking about kids, because in terms of movement, attitude, and mindset, I actually always learn a lot observing babies. Because think about it, when babies starting to learn how to walk, how many times they fail, how many times they crash their head or they sleep. So, but how many times they actually back up and do it better and do it again and again and again until they get it. They understand how it's work, the mechanic of their body, and then in no time they go from walking to running, because they try and fail many times. So if you think about that, every experience that you have right now, most of the times, if you don't have the right mindset, what happens with the fear is actually exactly opposite of what we are talking about. Is actually holding you back. Because maybe you even try it once and you failed, and then you get even more fear and more scared and less confident in yourself, and you stopped. But that's not the way it works. You're gonna try more and more and more and learn all the time. And another perfect example, my personal example, I love sports. I always love sports, trying many different sports. I never became a world champion in anything, but I can do pretty good at lots of things. And that's just me. That's what I wanted. I like to have lots of different skills and be able to have fun. No matter what age, I will always have fun. And at 11 years old, I started to practice a lot of skateboard. And in Italy at that time, it wasn't that popular. There were not many skate parks and things. So we were using whatever it was around to try to jump. But at the beginning, I couldn't even jump. And nobody was able in my friend circle. But I was watching videos, I was watching movies, and all the guys from US making already unbelievable tricks. And I said, I gonna learn. I spent an entire summer, day and night, rain and sun, no matter what, to try to make a holiday. And the first time I remember was probably that much. And that much, it gave me so much confidence and satisfaction that I got it, and I could just improve from there. And then in no time, I could jump like half a meter. And I was the craziest in the company. But I failed so many times, but that was the path to learn.
Alessandro, every time you fail, I appreciate much this story, because every time you took a little piece more of what you're doing, you gain this new skill, this new piece of skill. The satisfaction is so big that it gives you the boost to continue.
Power. Great power.
Yes, the power. We have to gain the knowledge about details. I love details, because every detail, every small things you learn gives so much satisfaction. It gives you the fuel you need to go on. You don't need to do big things. You have to need small things, day by day, and you will start to feel a very great sensation. You will feel very satisfied. Long time ago, I met a Tibetan monk and I was young, and I thought I need to be at the best of my performance in every situation, and failing is accepting. This monk taught me that failing is accepting yourself. So if you accept yourself, if you think that you're good like this at this time, now at this moment, you can accept failure and you can go on. If you think you're not good, if you don't accept yourself and your limits, you can't go on from here to here. You need to accept that you're now like this, and you can change your mindset to be something more day by day. This is the right way. This monk helped me a lot to understand myself, and I just tell people this story every time, because we don't need to be big, with big muscles, with a six pack. We don't need this. If you want this, just get this. But if you don't need this, you just want to be happy. You need to be happy.
I think it's important that whatever we do, as far as we do it for us because we want it, that's right. Because there doesn't exist the right things and the wrong thing. It exists what you want, what you love, and how you feel. So as you said, if you feel happy, that's fine. And I will add a little thing, and then we can close. But just talking and just put it out there. We will talk deeper another time because there is a lot to say. But in order to do that and perform at the level that we were just talking about, in order to fail and fail again and get excited about that, you need something really huge behind you. You need a big why. If you don't have a big reason to achieve whatever you say you want to achieve, that's just a dream. And it will be there in a corner or in a drawer forever. But when you got some big reason, your big why to do something, when you really find it and need it, you will succeed 100%. Because we're not born with all these skills. Someone maybe is more natural in something, but I still believe, and I see even in athletes, especially on the level right now, if you really want to be the best, you're going to practice more than everyone else. And you need to make more mistakes than everyone else. You need to want it so badly that their power will push you to get there wherever you want to be. And it is possible. Absolutely possible.
Yes, totally agree with you. I think that let me say, apart from breathing and from failing, when you accept to change your mindset, because this is important. Yes, you're right. We can talk about this hours and hours, because we love to talk about these things. But I want to say just one more thing. If you accept the change, if you accept the failure, if you start to breathe and to discover that your body is and your mind are connected, okay, and I want let me say the fascia it's the key. It's the key element to understand a lot of these things. Every time you accept all these things, every time you will find I think that has helped a lot of my friends and my clients. The adventure, it's an adventure. Every failure is an adventure, because it gives you, it puts you in a different situation, in a different mindset. So you start to see things in another way, and some people want more adventure in their life, because they need to discover new things. And if you that's the way. Fail, try, discover new worlds outside and inside you, and you will find every day a new adventure. And this is why we're living, to explore our inner self and what is outside of us. I think it's a great way to grow, because if you're in your comfort zone, you will never find anything outside. You are in a closed sphere, and you have to make this sphere bigger and bigger and bigger every day. So let me say, explore the world and explore new adventures, because we all need it. I think definitely we all need it.
Absolutely. And then quickly, but just coming back again, let's have a look at the kids. I see my kids, I see every other kids. If you put it out there, everything is new. And they get so excited if they discover something that they love it. And they say, oh, let's go further because it must be something else even better. And they keep exploring and they keep growing really fast. We should do the same. So guys, we got, like, again, as Mike said, we can talk forever, but we close it today episode, but stay tuned for more of it. But from today, you got that our mindset is actually the key. You can control it or help control the mindset by learn how to use your diaphragm and breathe since early morning. You can have a more positive attitude, more happiness, and yes, even exercise, physical exercise, it does help, but it's not everything you need, or not just. So it's all getting together to form a puzzle, the puzzle of your lifestyle. And it doesn't exist the perfect one, exists your perfect one. You make it perfect for you, whatever is working for you. So I would say thank you so much to Mike for his time and his availability.
Thank you so much, Alessandro.
To us. Of course, as you can see, we are on the same line. If you need anything, if you have any question, I bet you can contact him as well as me. And don't be shy. We're here to help you and make you feel better.
I want to say thank you, Alessandro. I want to say thank you to all of you. And what makes me happy is to help people. So just contact me, write me private message. I'll be very grateful and happy.
It's our passion. So for us, it's so natural that it's not a job. It's a passion, as I said. Like, it's natural. It makes us really feel good.
Yes, definitely.
All right, stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you to the next episode. Ciao.
Thank you so much.